Hey everybody, it's Jennifer from Beauty is Virtue, and I am so ready to get back to my sweet treat shop project. And yeah, so I think I have this tray and I really do want to use it for this project. So I'm going to, since I don't have time to go outside and do all the spray paint, I am going to just chalk paint it up, okay? So I have this folk art home decor chalk paint, and I am going to just start painting my tray. I might need a couple coats, but it'll look shabby and vintage real quick. Or shabby vintage, or whatever I'm looking for. Shabby chic. So this gigantic brush, I found it at, is it Ross? Yeah, I was at Ross looking for, I don't even know what I was looking for. Yeah, I don't remember what I was looking for, but anyway, of course, you know, you got to go down the stationery aisle and see what they have, and so I found a big pack of brushes for like $7, and my brushes were pretty ugly. They were well loved and not looking too hot. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and chalk paint this up. Okay guys, so now I am finished painting the tray, and it looks really pink. But I think it's gonna be cute. What I want to do next is add some texture to it, and you don't have to. You can paint it. You can, you know, use like either a matte medium over it, you know, something to seal it. You can spray paint it, you can chalk paint it, whatever you want to do. And then you can leave it like this. You can add a gloss or a matte finish. What I think I'm going to do, I kind of left it a little bit rough, and so what I'm going to do is add some texture with some texture paste and some stenciling. So I am going to wash my brush and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am going to use this really cute Bow Bunny stencil. It is a 9-piece stencil and it's called Lace, and I just love how it has so many different doilies. So I'm going to open this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just randomly placed the, what do you call these? The stickable stencils on the tray, and I think we're just going to randomly go around and place some texture paste wherever it lands. So it's not going to be perfect, it's just going to be as it is. And I wanted to try this Teresa Collins modeling paste because I know you can get it at Joann's is where I found it, and I had a coupon, so it was pretty inexpensive. Alright, so let me grab grab this one. And they sell, you know, all kinds of different tools to apply this. You can use a credit card, you know, like maybe an old room card or an expired card, or anyway, this is what this texture paste looks like. It looks nice and thick and creamy. So I am going to add a little bit here and there. Kind of just add it where it falls, I think. I don't really want the exact lines, you know. Oops. A little bit there, and some up here. I have no idea how this is going to look, but we'll give it a try. I love these doily stencils. And I love that they stick, so I don't have to hold them. You can use these as masks too, with some sprays, you know. Would be cool. A little bit of texture up here. And you don't have to be perfect, because I like different dimensions of the texture paste. And you don't have to buy your own texture paste. You can actually make it with, like, I think it's like regular Elmer's glue and baby powder and stuff. And you can even add like sand from the Michael's kids section, you know, where they do like, they have like big giant jars of sand. I used that on one of my son's projects one year, and we had to make like a storefront, and so he wanted it to be like old brick storefront. And yeah, we used some of that sand for texture for the outside of the building. Alright, so I've let's see, randomly, you know, got this stuff on there. Definitely it's not perfect, but I think it's gonna look cool. Alright. So let me pull this off. Okay guys, I am back at it, and this is all dry and ready to go. I am so excited to finish this. It's kind of a dreary day right now, so I had to turn the light on so you might see a little bit of shadows. This is all dry. I want to go ahead and dry brush it because the pink is super Pepto-Bismol-y for lack of you know, choice of words. So I am going to go ahead and try to dry brush a little bit to kind of lighten this pink up a little bit. And I'm just using this sheepskin color of the chalk paint. Same line of chalk paint that I had shown you before. I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed because I've got my son who is turning 18, and having a grad party. And this is all happening in a week and a half. And then we've got in-laws coming in. And, oh yeah, so lots of stuff going on. And, yeah, it's just too much to, you know, have the food prepared. It's like, I know I could do something a lot less expensive for everybody, but that takes planning and preparation, which so I'm feeling it. But you know what? After all this is over, I'll be able to come up for air. So the church I used to go to is having the women's tea this weekend, and I go to that every year, and I'm so sad that I won't be able to go to it this year because I'm going to be celebrating my son's 18th birthday, and I'm putting him first. So that same day is the day that, like, we're going. I mean, we're not having anything major for him since we're having the grad party, but, you know, I still want to make it special to my family, my mom and stuff. We're going to go out to eat. Just do something like that. The bottom doesn't have to be perfect because it's not like anybody's going to see it anyway, but I always like to finish it for some reason. I just have this thing about that. Okay, so that is all shabbied up. And I'm going to clean my brush and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. That's going to be part of my display. And then I just want to show you that I painted this pink and I put that really pretty piece of, I don't know, textured material in there. And then I covered this with some pearls. And then that's where I'm going to put that so you know that. And then this, all I did here was I glued this material down because it was sticking straight up. And then what I was going to do, I wanted to put a piece of material here. I was thinking either I was going to use this. I really wanted to use this on my cabinet. Okay, so I found this trim, which is very similar to this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the cabinet and then this on this table. To kind of cover the edge. It's just so cute. Oh my goodness. And then that'll also cover here where I didn't have, you know, the full, I didn't cover that all the way with that paper. So it'll be perfect. Oops. This kit has been so much fun, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed creating with it. So you can't even tell that was a square. Square image. So I'm trying to do this quickly and effectively, but I don't want to rush through it because my husband was like, called me on the way home, and he says, hey, I might not make it home in time to pick up the little guy. I was like, oh man, I really wanted to get this video going. It's sometimes like when you know you have to be somewhere, I have a really hard time focusing. Alright, let me cut this. I've brought my material, my scissors to cut material up here, which was a good thing. So my friend Donna, she called me today, or she was texting me, and she's the one that she's a worship leader, and she was trying to, I did like a promotion to help her try to raise money to develop her CD, her worship CD, and anyway, she just called me or texted me and asked me if I wanted to sing with her on Sunday. I was like, yes. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to sing every Sunday on a worship team, and I used to be worship leader for youth, and, well, sometimes for youth, and then sometimes I would. There was a time where I was leading for the youth, and then sometimes I would lead on Wednesday nights for the congregation and stuff. And so anyway, because my season kind of ended there, and I've been in foster parenting and stuff like that, I feel like I really miss that I used to do, and so I'm really excited that she asked me to do it. So anyway, okay, so I wanted to use this for this little cake, make it look like a, a very fabulous, delicious cake. And then I wanted to add this down here, I think. How cute does that look around there? Oops. So I think I'm going to do that. Just adorable. Okay. This is just, that really puts the finishing touch on that bottom part there. Oh my goodness, I love it. Anyway, yeah, so Donna travels a lot to different churches, but we used to sing on the praise team together, and this weekend she's singing at one of the churches that she leads regularly, like, when they need a worship leader to sing, or they need, obviously a worship leader usually sings, but yeah, if they need somebody. Or for special events and stuff. Oh my gosh, is that not the cutest thing? Golly, this is just so cute. Okay, so my little guy there, and then I want to do, thinking I might use this really pretty doily on this. The only thing I wanted to do with this though, I really wanted like bits of this sticking out of this cake. That's the only thing. But I was going to possibly use this to layer in the middle. I don't know what to do. Because I wanted to, you know, put this really pretty piece on here for display. Oh, you know what I could do is I could put this, cut a piece of this instead and use this for the cake. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to cut this middle part out because I could use this part. I don't know why this little cute little pink doily was so hard to cut. I love these little pink doilies. They're just so super cute. Okay, so alright, so let me cut this in like 4 little pieces. And then I want to tuck them in here. So you don't need a whole doily, as long as you just cut little pieces and shove them in there. I can't tell which side is which. See? That looks cute. So I'll just glue that a little bit. Like a little layer of icing. Too cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I think you guys know that, but anyway, just thought I'd tell you again. I was going to cut that out, but I really need some layering there. Okay, cut this down the middle. Here. Starting to look like a little dessert there too. Maybe I need another one of these. That there. This is looking like a cake. Yummers. Yummy little cake. Yeah, I think I'm going to glue that together. This way or this way? This way or this way? I think I'm gonna do it this way. Man, I'm so disappointed too about that women's tee, because they're gonna have like a hat contest. Oh my goodness. Totally would have won that. Come in with a big gigantic foo-foo hat. Oh my. That would have been awesome. Anyway, there'll be another year. They do it every year. Just do it. Sometimes you just have to do it, you know? Like the Nike slogan. Just do it. Think too long, too much, you'll never finish the project. Which is usually what happens. I sit there and look at the project and look at the project. I'm like, what am I doing? Just do it already. This is just adorable. Another little cake. All right. Hopefully this will be okay, otherwise I'll just have to add some E6000 to this. Alright, so that little cake is going there. This cake is here. This cake is going there. And then I am going to... Okay, so these... I wanted a place to display my little cakes. You know, these guys. And so what I did was I cut out these little doily dies. Die cuts. I cut these out. And I wanted to take my cakes, because I wanted to like raise them up a little bit. And Annie Giannis gave me these, and she gifted these to me in a when I met her at the Scrapbook Expo, and I was like, what in the world am I going to use these for? And I thought, oh, I'm sure, you know, something will come up, because I wanted to alter them, but then I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that right now. I might need them for something else. So then I was like, look, these look like little cake stands, display stands, you know? So that's what I decided to do, display my little cakeys. And, oh, I remember, I wanted to use some little bead things. So anyway, these cork things, you can get at Michael's, as far as I know. Okay, so I really wanted to, I think those look cute. So I think I'm going to use a couple, you know, to kind of give some different heights. And you know, you can do all kinds of different things. You can, you know, they sell like little pieces of wood things, you know, little, where'd they go? You know, like little mini spools, or they sell like these things, you know. And you can use all kinds of stuff to, you know, elevate your cakes and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna make it simple and put a couple on here, like that. And then, whoop, I wanted to add some of the beads that Doreen gave us. Then my little stick pin that I made. Oh, my cake. How cute is that? Might be too heavy for that. I don't know. Kind of a long stick pin. I probably should use a smaller one. Oh, but anyway. So I'm layering these two. I'm thinking about putting it right on here. Then I'm going to be able to use this. Yeah, should be able to. I try not to put the holes facing right up, but it'd be a little too tough. Looks cute. Something different a little bit. And then what I was going to do, I want to put those on there, or do I want to put these? Okay, so I'm going to use some of them on that and some of them just like on this, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so I put, I tried to put the camera so you could kind of see, but I wanted to show you my little cabinet here. So I basically covered the back with some old paper that I had from Webster's Pages. It's the Springtime in Paris or something like this. I'll have to look up exactly which one it is, but it's an old one, and I was like, okay, I gotta find something that looks like wallpaper and then something with cakes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I found it. So I had been, it was just sitting in my, it was just sitting in my craft room. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do to display my little cakes. I'm gonna put them in here. Like so. I'm trying real hard not to, I gotta hold this steady. And then thinking I'm gonna put this guy here. Okay, so I just got interrupted again, but anyway. So yes, this is how I'm going to display my little cakes. And, my goodness, I was going to decorate the spoon. Extras. This one there. And maybe this one this way, like so. What do you think, guys? And then I was going to put my my little tray right there. It's on an angle right now, that's why this isn't staying open. Oops. Let me pull this forward a little bit, because this is how I'm going to display it on my dresser. Like that. So doesn't that look cute? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my spoon. I'm going to put it here, I think, or something. Or maybe here, I'm not sure. And then I will be back for the final review. All right, guys? Thanks for staying tuned and for watching, and I will be back soon with the final video, okay? All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.